Hello everyone. I wanted to take this opportunity right now as we're getting into the fall months and early winter time to talk a little bit about something that's very important for our parish and for all of us, and that is our annual stewardship renewal process. Stewardship is again the way that we live our life as a follower of Christ, being a good steward, acknowledging our gratitude to God for all that God has given to us. Again, that stewardship is basically an attitude of gratitude. And as we get to the annual renewal time of year, it's important for all of us to prayerfully consider how we want to respond and how we want to together serve our community and our parish in all the many ways and opportunities presented to us.
We have such a wonderful school, and there's so many great things going on this year that we can be proud of. Our teachers are working in professional learning communities to work together to assess learning, to improve their programs and their teachings. We have flexible seating and technology to improve student engagement. We have MAPS testing to help us assess student learning and progress. We have a makerspace in our school library that will allow students to do problem-based learning and work together in productive school teams. And all of our school is working on improving our English language arts skills and our writing skills. So what wonderful things we're doing at St. Margaret Mary to improve learning and experiences for our children.
Our parish certainly has needs that we need all of us to pull together. Certainly one of our biggest commitments is to continue to support our school through this stewardship model. But I do want to ask each of you to please prayerfully consider your response and to do so now in a timely way, because we are making our plans for next year. We have been so blessed here, and you'll be hearing some of those stories about how different people have been touched through their time here at St. Margaret Mary and how we've been able to, as a community, respond well to them. Please continue to be part of this any way that you can, and know that we're grateful for any way that you are living your life as a steward.
St. Margaret Mary Parish means family, it means community.
Family, love, sisterhood, brotherhood.
St. Margaret Mary gives us the life to continue our day-to-day living. It is very Christ-centered and focused, and it gives us the necessary energy to continue our lives.
So it started out kind of as a place of refuge for both of us. It became a very welcoming community for us, and it's going to become the place where we'll raise our family and continue to grow together.
What it means to me is just a place to call home, a place where I can find friendship, a place where I can find companionship and camaraderie with those that are engaged in ministry as I am. And it feels as though we're all working together for one goal.
The community of the parish has been very good to me when I have lost both my husband and my son. So I've been able to focus on what God has done in my life and not so much on what has been taken. The parishioners have been very wonderful and supportive about helping me through all of the aftermath of losing someone.
Did is Leslie and I both separately volunteered with the high school youth group as part of Brian's high school youth core team, and through that and partaking in the young adult group at night, we became friends over a long series of months, and one thing led to another. Then we started dating, and then eventually now we're engaged to be married this February.
They've helped me in so many ways. It's not just about resources, but it's just about friendship. They've helped me pay my electric bill. So just having that connection and feeling that love and feeling belonging somewhere, I think is very important for just the community in general.
I'm the one that had the heart attack on campus on a Sunday morning at about 11:30. Was in a coma for 5 days, just about died. It was our parish that kept me alive. They prayed for me, they prayed with me and my family, and I'm really alive today because of the faith and the love that St. Margaret Mary's community provided me.
Certainly we have so many blessings here in our parish community and family. We are a family of families, and as such we do help each other out, we do get involved, and that's been a blessing as a pastor to watch and observe over these years I've been with you. Some of those areas where we have always excelled is like, say, in the summer picnic. That is annually our biggest need for volunteers, and there are so many, hundreds and hundreds of people that step up to help with that. Coaching, we have so many different sports that we make available here, and people are so generous in giving their time as coaches. The athletic ministry we have here is amazing. Another big area of our life is our care for those who are grieving, are bereaved. The number of people who do volunteer and consistently bring forward food to help bring that comfort to people at bereavement meals. We also have a big increase going on in our parish in terms of outreach to our married couples, our family ministries. That's been a big boom and growth this year, as well as increased involvement in our youth and young adults. So many families doing so many wonderful things in our parish. One of the great things that I've been noticing this year is the involvement of so many people in taking care of our grounds. I know we have a large number of people who volunteer, but they've been showing up this year. You cannot help but notice the improvement in our grounds around the parish, church itself, but also around the school. Our whole grounds have taken a much fresher and newer, wonderful look. And especially I'm grateful for those who have taken on the role of adopt-a-spot. And that's something that any family can take on. Just find a little corner, a niche or something, and just periodically come by and take a look at it and help make it look a little bit nicer, a little bit better, good stewards of the earth that God has given to us.
Last year I was involved with the Tiny Tykes, that was our first year, and I helped out with the 3 and 4-year-olds because I'm a preschool teacher. That's my career. And so that was really fun, but I'm also a special ed teacher, and so this year Tara asked me if I would work with a group of kids that the traditional prep program is not going to meet their needs. So we're, as far as I know, the only parish in the Archdiocese that has this program for kids who learn differently.
Being part of the community for us means doing our part and sharing our gifts. So way back when I was younger, I sang in choir. I actually cantored at St. Margaret Mary when I was in high school, and then further on when I was in medical school. One day I picked up the phone and I called the worship director here, Byron, and I said, I would like to be part of your choir. And next thing I know, I'm singing in choir. And it fulfilled me because it was a gift that God had given me that I was able to share with others.
I volunteer for vocational Bible school during the summer. I also am the co-chair coordinator for altar servers. As well, I volunteer on Sundays for prep as an assistant teacher. As well as I volunteer with Brian and helping him chaperone children to retreats.
Right now I hold a seat on the parish council, and then I do communion to the sick and homebound, to the nursing home, and then to one family. And then we still are part of the high school youth group.
Yeah, and then we've both been involved with the Christ Renews Parish retreat programs together. So.
Well, now I'm assisting Brian Kane with the youth group, and on Sunday mornings I'm in our office assisting our parishioners as they come in with various questions that they might have.
We also have so much to give thanks for that as we look forward ahead now. I do ask you to please commit yourself in the near future. And one of the things we're hoping to grow in is the number of people who are actually responding. This past year, we had a little over 1,100 families or so return their stewardship cards, which is also just a little bit over 50% of our registered parishioners. My hope would be that this year, if you have in the last couple of years responded, that you will make the commitment this year to actually respond. We appreciate all those who generously give, whether they turn in their card or not. And I know some of you have already turned in your card, but we're targeting November, the 16th and 17th as our intention weekend. And if you're not going to be with us that weekend, please get your card in ahead of time or get it mailed or drop in the collection in the coming weeks that lie ahead of you. Again, thank you so much for what all you do to support our parish in so many different ways, and for being a part of our annual stewardship renewal process.
Well, because God gives us so much, and it's important to give back. I mean, we all have these talents that we need to share.
I think stewardship really grows out of a sense of gratitude, a sense and an acknowledgement that everything that we have has really been given to us as gift.
Because if St. Margaret Mary's given something to you, it's important to give something back. The reason that they were able to give something to you is because somebody came before you and was part of the ministry or gave financially or however they did it, and it's important to give that back so that the next generation, the next person can come along and benefit from that as well.
I think it's just the love of giving that they get from receive and feel that they get from Christ, just to helping other people.
Well, you want to be involved in St. Margaret Mary because it benefits you more than you can imagine. It opens your heart to the mysteries of our Catholic faith in so many ways. You can't be you can't sit on the sideline. You've got to get involved in St. Margaret Mary to fully practice our Catholic faith.
I just think it's an obligation we have. My parents used to tell me when I was a kid that too much is given, much is expected. And so we've all been given so much, and we really need to make sure that we use those talents to the best of our ability.
All of this helps us to better serve and plan for the future. So please help us as you return your card, and help us as we look forward to a new year together. And again, emphasizing how so much we are trying to follow the example of St. Margaret Mary and keeping Christ as the heart of our family.